Hey guys, Sean Mix Detective here. So in the past 48 hours, I got some leaks about what might be coming in Halo Infinite Season 2. And I thought I'd share them with you guys because I was able to use what I was told to go back through all that concept art that 343 dumped for Halo Infinite. And honestly, I was able to find some really interesting things. Like they directly connect to the leaks I was given. So I wasn't given much and it won't take long to go over. Basically, I was told some stuff about maps, co-op, and new modes. Let's do the maps first. So the person's not 100% sure, but they believe that there's going to be 2 new big team battle maps and 2 arena maps maximum. So a maximum of 4 new maps. And one of the big team battle maps might be basically like a spiritual successor to Avalanche from Halo 3. So armed with that very limited knowledge, I went through all this concept art and I found some interesting things. Here's what I found. So they said this was all concept art, and much of it does just look like concept art, but a lot of it looks like it actually has in-game assets. And a lot of this art actually ended up making it into the game. Another interesting thing is that for most of the stuff that made it into the game, it started off more as a sketch, but then actually became something nice. So you can see the progression with a lot of the maps. Like Behemoth, for example, they follow a trend. They start off as more of a sketch and then they actually become something real. Which leads me to this sketch. This is very much just a sketch, but check this out. This one seems to have gone further and turned into this. These two things seem to be the same. This one seems to be a progression of the sketch. On the assumption that this could be a map, I mean, this would probably be a pretty big map. And when you look at it, it's kind of up in the mountains, got a little snow and everything. Very large structure maybe right down the middle. Teams maybe spawn on each side. Certainly seems like it could maybe be a spiritual successor to Avalanche. Just a reminder, we're deep into the speculation right now, all right? So, I would say maybe 50% of this video has a chance of becoming true at all. Probably at least half of this will not be in season 2, but I think that's what makes it fun. Now, another thing to note when I was going through this concept art, I made sure to exclude anything that we actually saw in the game, anything that looked like it came from campaign, in my opinion. And so this one we definitely didn't see. I would say this is probably more likely to be just a concept art of cut campaign content, but it's not impossible that this is some kind of map. Same with this one. I feel like this one is definitely more likely to be a map. I mean, it could be a piece of campaign content, but this was definitely not in campaign, and it just looks like it would be a map. It's got all these little interior caves you can fight in. I don't know, this one just seems more like a map to me. But this one is still in that sketch stage, so who knows if this one even would actually be a map. This one is also just a sketch, just threw it in here. Moving on, there's a lot of concept art from Reach, or at least what I think is Reach. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a map from Reach. Because again, when you go through all this concept art, the interesting thing is that a lot of this stuff really did make it into the game. And then there's a lot of Reach concept art. So it'd just be surprising that we wouldn't get a map based off of Reach. But of course, it could just be cut campaign content as well. So that's what I've got on the maps, all right? And again, what I was told is 2 new big team battles and 2 new arenas. And one of the big team battles might be based off of Halo 3 Avalanche, a spiritual successor. I certainly think you could make the case that this right here could be a spiritual successor, but this also could just be cut campaign content. We really can't know for sure. But bro, we're starved for content, so All right, the next thing I was told is that co-op is going to be coming for season 2. Now, even I rolled my eyes at that. I was like, yeah, right. But then I remembered an article with Joe Staten back around the time Halo Infinite launched. Check this article out, November 19th last year. And look at what Joe said, back in November, 4 months ago. The good news is that campaign co-op has been playable for some time. It's playable now. But the goal is we want a great experience. We don't want to ship something that barely works. They want it to be stable and have robust features. And they're doing some other things they haven't talked about yet. Something to do with multiplayer. So look, I mean, listen, he said this back in November, 4 months ago, and there's 2 more months to go, for season 2. And 4 months ago, it was playable, right? Also, 343 did originally say that co-op was supposed to come with season 2. So it's honestly not impossible, all right? My guess is they're probably cutting it really close, and that's why they're not saying anything concrete, but hey, we might get it. All right, last thing I was told, and this has honestly been going around in a lot of places, I was told we're definitely going to get King of the Hill, Infection, Elimination, and Extraction. Now, I feel like this is pretty much guaranteed. 2 days ago, actually on Reddit, check this out. Somebody noticed, Halo Infinite loads weird sometimes, when the game is offline. See where it says here, no internet? it loads different, and sometimes you get like kind of almost hidden things in the game. So this person loaded the game and it showed King of the Hill in offline, and also check this out, it showed another map in offline. So I think we're definitely getting King of the Hill, but also I mean a new map, and I was told we should be getting up to 4 new maps. So hey, you know, if season 2 actually has new maps, it's gonna be awesome, man. And last thing that kind of confirms this has been, you know, quote unquote leaked, the data miners. There already is in the game Infection and King of the Hill. Like they can get it to start and it says Infection everything. The problem is that's not a complete game type, so it won't actually work, but still. So all in all, I gotta tell you guys, like, this is why I'm saying, like, it's not over at all for Halo Infinite, okay? I feel like Halo fans maybe aren't as used to live service games. Like, I do actually like Fortnite, and this same thing happens with Fortnite. Like, towards the end of seasons, people kind of like tune out, and then the second the new season comes, everybody just comes right back. It's just like kind of normal. If we actually get, like, let's say 2 maps, let's say the person is telling me 4 new maps, let's say we get half of that. We get 2 new maps, like a big team battle and arena, and we get co-op, and we get Infection, King of the Hill, and of course on top of that, you know, a new battle pass pack with content. Like, bro, it's gonna be a pretty decent season. And then if that season is only 3 months, that'll bring us into August, and by then, if Forge actually comes out like in the fall, like a lot of people are saying, I mean, it's only up from here for Halo Infinite. So again, I just think, you know, don't throw in the towel yet. I really do think this is like the worst it's gonna be. But hey, if you're not subscribed and you want to get more Halo Infinite videos like this, please drop me a sub. Look at this, like, I don't even ask for a sub until the end of the video. So definitely drop me a sub if you're not already subbed, you know, like the video, all that good stuff. And hey, that's all I got for now, so I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.